is back.
Back in the Lambo. Yes.
Yes.
All right, so we are back again, and what are we working on? We're working on the twin turbo Lamborghini. So we are again pulling the transmission, and this time at least it's not from anything catastrophic that's going to be tens of thousands of dollars. If you saw the last video, we had a clutch start and a slip. So I had a feeling that this winter I was going to need to basically pull the tranny, pull the clutch, have it serviced. So that is what we're doing. So we're just about ready to pull the transmission. We show you the clutch. So the clutch is a Tilton carbon custom clutch, and the great thing with that Tilton is it is all rebuildable. So we're gonna send it off to them out in Southern California. They're gonna go through it. Takes them usually a couple of weeks, and the wonderful thing is usually it's more like $500 to have it like gone through and serviced, versus the $5,000 to $7,000 that these things are brand new. We'll show you a little bit. We've already kind of got going on it, as you can see, and we'll show you the clutch and kind of going back in and then it up and getting up and running again. Oh yeah, I could have totally done that by myself. There we have the Tilton quad carbon. I've become very familiar with this. Okay, so there it is. The last time I sent it to them, I had them actually replace the pressure plate springs, because I'm not running near the amount of horsepower that they were back when Mullet was driving it. And to make it so it's a little easier to drive on the street, we went with a one-step softer spring. It still will hold like over 1,000 pounds of torque or something. So here you can see it's the carbon. The only steel is actually on the flywheel itself and the pressure plate. The rest of this is all carbon in between, and carbon, hence the name, carbon clutch. This kind of sprag that holds this, it got a little bit hot. See how it's blue? So I decided to go for a drive. Well, we were stuck in traffic going up this like mountain, and I literally, I think I smoked the clutch, and all of that blue was from that one drive that my wife and I did. A nice little Sunday drive. Just going up, and not good for a freaking racing clutch. All right, clutch is back. We've got all of this out and ready to put back together, so it's really nice because we are well versed on pulling this thing and putting it back in. But it's back from Tilton. Tilton's out in California. They went through and rebuilt my clutch. These discs are very expensive. Each disc is about $750. I had to replace 4 of them plus the main pressure plate and a spring. Still cheaper than a new clutch. This clutch brand new is like almost $8 grand. So we are good to go. We now have a maintenance program so that every year we will freshen it up before I destroy the rest of it. Here is the clutch.
Nice.
All freshly gone through. They even fully like dyno test it and everything. So you can see all of the carbon clutches in there. So we'll disassemble this and then get it all set up and on the car and slide it all back together. So it basically got in the splines of the clutch. Now we just got to get it in the input or in the. Dude!
Just like that.
Yes! She's in! That is phenomenal.
Look at that.
She's in! That was the easiest one ever. I was just telling Trevor that there's been many times that we'll spend an hour or two trying to like get this thing slid in and the splines all hooked up, but this time Gave her a little bit of lube, some grease on the splines. Slid right in there. All right. Be making some noise soon. Right in time for the next snowstorm.
Hey, she's all-wheel drive.
Yeah, it's all-wheel drive. It has actually snow mode. You have a button that says snow mode, which, you know, these bald R888s do really well in the snow, I hear. All right, so as you can see, the car is like pretty much back together, minus the bumper that I seem to have permanently lost, but that's actually not going back on, at least not for any time in the near future. We've got basically, it's all back together. I just need to bleed the clutch and go take it for a test drive and make some boost, some fireballs, all the party tricks. So we'll show you bleeding the clutch and kind of what's involved with that, and then hopefully everything just works. So we'll get at it. This does not have a normal bleeder. This is actually off of a switch for the Motec, and there's a line. This line comes off of the transmission where the normal bleed screw would be. So what we do to bleed it is I actually just crack this line open right here where it goes to the switch, and then we get all the fluid coming out of it there. Okay, go ahead. Let me open this and then you can start. Well, go ahead and start pumping it.
All right. Yeah, I need to grab the pedal. Hold on. So basically, we just gotta pump this a few times. Right now, you can tell there's no pressure, but that'll change. How's your Saturday going? Mine's great. Spending time in a footwell of a Lambo.
Okay, hold it down.
Yep.
I think we are at noise time. Well, get it off the jack stand first, and then noise time.
Yeah. She's back.
All right, we gotta go for snow. Back in the Lambo. Yes.
Yes.
Woo! Only just a little bit of money. Man, if we could just keep like more of these going all at the same time, that would just really be phenomenal, you know. I'm all for working on cars, but like having stuff like break is just, yeah. Which, I mean, I guess this was, I mean, it's a clutch, so it's a wearable item. Not like the tranny where literally it doesn't work and I got metal pieces.
Yeah. Oh. This can't beat the sound of a good 5-liter V10.
I mean, even when it hasn't been a while since I drove it, like, I love driving this car. This car is just the best. Yeah, especially now with the gated and everything too.
Yeah.
That's my oil tank still working on. Pops and bangs. Yeah, that 5-liter V10, man.
Yeah.
So awesome, and then hearing it in conjunction with the turbo. So a lot of people complain about, you know, taking an NA car and going twin turbo with it because it just really muffles the sound, which is very true, unless you go with like monster-sized turbos with 4-inch downpipes off of it with 0 muffler, which is what this has. So you still get lots of good V10 noise and turbo noise, which is an amazing combination.
Absolutely.
ways I can't even explain why I love this stuff so much. You know, it's kind of like, reminds me, I can relate it to like a really big explosion. You see something like blow up and you just can't help but like almost like giggle and you don't even know why. It just is awesome. And that's what this car is for me. It's a little finicky, requires some additional maintenance, but most of your best things in life are a little high maintenance, right?
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
Definitely a little smoke.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not
Yeah.
bellowing out, so.
No! Can you imagine?
I know. Love to check the timestamp of these videos. I mean, this was not even 30 seconds after recording that.
Pressure can go back down. Yeah, I'm like seeing smoke, and I'm seeing more smoke. I'm like, okay. In my day, this used to mean that you were like gay. Oh man! This thing just gets up on the tire.
Oh my.
Oh, so good.
Nice.
I fixed it. I did something.
Just like that.
Just like that, we're back. So we're gonna check the oil. I want to make sure that level's good. Then she's gonna be in for a detail. All right, so we are back. Everything is running awesome with the Lambo, and it's just, I'm super excited to be able to have this thing being up and going again. In the beginning, I told you I would share with you how much it costs to keep one of these 2,000 plus horse Lambos going, and some of the maintenance that may be a little bit more and a little more frequent than just a normal everyday Gallardo, if that's even a thing. You know, in the beginning of the video, I'm like, yeah, you know, the clutch is probably going to be about 500 bucks or so, because that's actually what it was the last time I sent it when I broke the dog box transmission. So I'm like, oh, should be about the same. But this time I wore the clutch down to where it started like slipping. I thought I'd share with you what we have here for costs. We'll start with the good, easy stuff, cheap stuff first. Every time we pull the transmission, I have to change the oil because you got to drain the oil tank and disconnect all of that with the turbo line. So new oil, 120 bucks there for the oil. I have $17 for a new K&N oil filter. The great thing with this setup is it's actually got a remote oil filter, so it uses a completely normal oil filter. I ended up cleaning and re-oiling my air filters off of the turbos. Those are K&N, so I didn't have to buy anything other than the oil. That was $25, big time. We talked about the clutch being like 500 bucks. It was not 500 bucks. So I got the bill back from them, I mean, before they rebuilt it, but they're like, after looking at it with everything that was bad, and I got this bill that was $4,168.16. And I about crapped my pants. And I'm like, I need a clutch, so I'm gonna have to do it. But what the heck, man? But the great thing is we did the work ourselves. So that is our end cost. So we ended up with a total cost to do my clutch at $4,330.16. You know, the labor on average to do a Lambo clutch is around $2,000 to $3,000. So in my mind, car guy math, I did my clutch and saved myself $3,000 to spend $4,000. So not bad, but it is really awesome. Being able to do it myself and all that, I've learned a ton about the car and really got good with it. But I hope you enjoy some of this. I think we're gonna tie it off here. We got some new stuff coming with the McLaren, with the Corvette. We got some big whirly turbos gonna be going on this thing that I've been talking about for a little bit. But I'm out of here. We'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.